Hello and good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, so can you hear me well? Can you hear me well? Hello? Can you hear me well? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, Anne, can you hear me?
Yes, can I can hear you well.
Okay, I want you to open your camera. Yeah, I want you to open your camera. Please open your camera. Hello. Hello, Anne, can you hear me? I want you to open your camera. Yeah, please open your camera and okay, so there you go. So now, can you see the screen clearly?
Okay, I see your script clearly.
Okay, so let's just review the words from our vocabulary. We have here afford, to have enough money to be able to buy or do something. What about be short of? Can you please read the meaning? Can you please read the meaning of be short of?
The short of mean not having enough of something.
Okay, what about charge?
Charge. Mm,
Okay, so this is the meaning of charge. To ask an
uh,
amount of money for goods or service. How about refund? Can you please read the meaning of refund?
we give their money back, especially because they have paid too much. Because because they are satisfied with what they bought.
With something they bought. And own means to have something that belongs to you personally. Waste, to use more of something than is necessary or useful. Save up, to keep money so that you can buy something within the future. Run out of, to use up or finish supply of something and pay for, to make payment for. Yes, so can you please repeat all the words we have?
Or
afford,
Hmm.
Be
the
short
short
of.
Okay, what else?
of
Charge.
refund.
What else? Read all the words from our vocabulary, Anne.
Vocabulary afford. Short of borrow. Charge. Refund.
Hmm.
Own. Waste. Save up. Run out of. Pay for.
Okay, great. So now, let's proceed with task 2. I want you to find four pairs of verbs with opposite meanings. Okay? Four pairs of verbs with opposite meaning. I'll give you an example. We have borrow and lend. What else? And you can choose your answer from here. Verbs to do with money. What else? Buy, sell. Very good. Buy and sell. Spend and save. Great job. One more. What's the last pair, N? Be short of and afford. Okay, so we have here buy, sell, get a refund, or give a refund. Yes, save and spend. So that's all. So now let's learn the words. Another set of words we have here check. You say check.
Check.
Paper
What?
contain a lot of money.
Yeah, what do you mean by check?
A note have a lot of money.
Check means have a lot of money.
A note
What?
contain a lot of money.
Contain means a lot of money. What about check? Let's know first the meaning of check. What's the meaning of check for you? Check.
Is the the paper note
What?
have the paper note have lot of money.
Okay, so a check is a printed form that you can write on and sign as a way of paying for something instead of using money. Okay. So next we have contain. This means is if something contains something else, it has that thing inside it or as part of it. For example, you have a tumbler. Do you know what tumbler is? Tumbler. Do you know what tumbler is?
Uh,
You know that?
it having content something inside agency
What?
agency. I don't know.
Okay, so when you say tumbler, it is a container that has water in it. That's example of
Tenor,
contain.
tenor.
What about agency?
Agency.
What's agency, Anne? What's agency?
Agency.
Yeah. What is that? What's agency?
Agency is the brand.
Okay, agency is a business or an organization that provides a particular service, especially when representing other businesses or organization. For example, if you are planning to go in America and have a visa, you need to consult an agency. They are a private business organization like RRS agency, Teacher AM agency, that's it. So next we have advertise. You say advertise.
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 What do you mean by advertise? Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Uh,
What?
is the describe
What's that?
describe or draw attention to a product, service, or event in a public medium in order to provide sale or attendance.
Very good. Advertise, describe attention to a product or event in a public medium to promote sales or attendance. How about donate? What about donate? You say donate.
Uh, yeah, to customize
What's donate? What's the
the,
definition of donate, and
the need it share a part of money
okay.
to support it.
This means to give money. It can be food, money, clothes to somebody, especially a charity. Okay. So do you have any question regarding the words from our vocabulary?
No, I don't have any question.
Okay, so now I want you to repeat all the words we have.
check.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Agency,
Okay,
faculty,
what else?
donate.
Very good. So now we have here next words. Raise.
raise,
Raise.
To collect together, to get or to put together money. For example, we need to raise $1 million for the charity. Okay, that means you need to collect $1 million. Next, we have here
fussy,
fussy.
Concerned about having things exactly as you want them, and to please, or to please.
Yeah, fussy is too concerned about having things exactly as you want them, and that means you are hard to please. How about offer? What do you mean by the word offer?
Offer is to offer somebody, no, to offer somebody the is
What can you offer to somebody, Anne?
present or offer something for someone to accept or reject also decision.
Okay. So offer means to say that you are willing something to somebody. For example, I would like to offer my clothes for the victim of the typhoon. Okay, so what I offer or what I give to somebody is clothes, my clothes. So next we have overcharge. You say overcharge.
Overcharge.
What do you mean by that?
Charge very much
Very good. Charging very much. To make somebody pay too much for something. What about afford? What do you mean afford?
for to have enough to buy something.
Okay, very good. To have enough money to be able to buy or do something. What about persuade?
So, wait. Mm, encourage someone to do something without reasoning or argument.
Okay. That means to make somebody to do something by giving them good reasons for doing it. Yeah. Okay, so now on, I want you to repeat all the words from our vocabulary. We have
We got to have very offer,
mhm.
overcharge, affordable, persuade.
Very good. So do you have any question?
I don't have any question for that.
Okay, so now I want you to listen to the story about Glenn James and you answer the question, what did he do? Okay, please listen carefully.
Lesson 7C, Exercises 2 and 4. Glenn James didn't expect to get a reward for what he did. He thought he was just doing the right thing. But because of his honesty, this poor homeless man from Boston now has enough money to live comfortably. Last February, James, who has been homeless for 5 years, was in a shopping centre when he noticed a bag on the floor. Nobody was near it. He picked it up and looked inside. He couldn't believe his eyes. There was $42,000 in cash and traveller's checks in the bag. James didn't think for one moment of keeping the money. He left the shopping centre and stopped a police car that was passing and handed the bag to them. The bag also contained passports and tickets, and the police soon found the owner of the bag, a Chinese student who was visiting Boston. When Ethan Whittington, a manager at an advertising agency, heard the story on the news, he decided to help James. He wanted to make life better for him. 26-year-old Whittington set up a website where people could donate money to James. He hoped to raise $50,000, but soon there was over $100,000. James is surprised and delighted at receiving the money. I was only doing the right thing, he says. Now I'll have enough money to open a bank account.
Okay, so do you want to listen again, Anne? What did Glenn James do? Do you want to
Okay.
listen again?
No, I don't want to listen. Okay.
Okay. So what's your answer?
I want to. He found a bag
Can you
of
please repeat?
of- he found a bag of $24,000. I know,
Okay.
$42,000.
Then, what did he do with that money? What did he do? What did he do with the money?
What did he do with money? He
Okay.
report it to police.
He found a lot of money in a shopping
In
center,
the police,
but although he was homeless, he handed it in to the police. Yes. So now, Anne, I want you to read the listening strategy. Can you please read it?
or you listen carefully to read the summary and think about what you need to fill the gap. Think about the part of speech, noun, adjective, verb, and killer information, a time, date, number, age, place, or name, properly as you go to each part.
Okay, so that's it. So here, Anne, I want you to read the summary below. What kind of information do you need for each answer? I want you to write your answer on the blank. Okay? So here, it can be a time, date, number, age, place, adjective that describes a feeling, or a verb, noun, and adjective. Okay, so for numbers 1 to 7, please write your answer and Okay, how about number 4 and 5? What's your answer, Anne?
Number 4, 5. Yes.
Okay, you're right there. You're right. Okay, so now let's check your answer. We have here a verb, place, noun, people, person, noun, and a number. So you got one, two, three, 4, 5. You got 5 out of 7 here. So now, Anne, I want you to listen to the story and complete the summary in task 4. You can use between 1 and 3 words in each gap. So listen carefully. Wait a minute, I cannot click the audio. What happened? What's happening here? I can't even click the audio. Yeah. Can't click the audio. Wait a minute, Anne. Why? What happened with the audio? I cannot click it. This one. Let me see first. Okay, let's copy this one. Copy. Then click it here. So maybe we will just click. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so here it is. I want you to listen carefully and write the answer from numbers 1 to 7.
Lesson 7C, exercises 2 and 4. Glenn James didn't expect to get a reward for what he did. He thought he was just doing the right thing. But because of his honesty, this poor homeless man from Boston now has enough money to live comfortably. Last February, James, who has been homeless for 5 years, was in a shopping centre when he noticed a bag on the floor. Nobody was near it. He picked it up and looked inside. He couldn't believe his eyes. There was $42,000 in cash and traveller's checks in the bag. James didn't think for one moment of keeping the money. He left the shopping centre and stopped a police car that was passing and handed the bag to them. The bag also contained passports and tickets, and the police soon found the owner of the bag, a Chinese student who was visiting Boston. When Ethan Whittington, a manager at an advertising agency, heard the story on the news, he decided to help James. He wanted to make life better for him. 26-year-old Whittington set up a website where people could donate money to James. He hoped to raise $50,000, but soon there was over $100,000. James is surprised and delighted at receiving the money. "I was only doing the right thing," he says. "Now I'll have enough money to open a bank account."
Do you want to listen again?
Oh, I don't want to listen. Okay.
Okay, so if you're done, please read your answer together with, please read the story or the summary together with your answer, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now, Anne, I want you to read this one together with your answers. Yeah, please read. Okay, so I want you to read now, Anne, loudly.
Lovely. Okay. Question six is
Glenn James lives in Boston.
for past 5 years here. He has been homeless. Last February, he found back in a shopping center. Inside a bag there was a lot of money. Instead of keeping it, he reported to the police. They managed to find the owner of the bag, who was a Chinese student. Anton wouldn't hear the story website and immediately decided to have friends up, setting up asking people to donate money. He managed to raise over $1,000 for them.
Great job because you got a perfect score, which is 7 out of 7. Okay, so now let's proceed with this one. I want you to read the transcript. Okay, can you please practice reading the transcript and Glenn James?
Okay,
Please start reading the transcript and Glenn James. Are you done reading the story? Please read this one, Anne. Please read. Hello, can you hear me? I told you to read. You read that transcript loudly. Glenn James, okay, come on. Hey. Hello, Anne, can you hear me? I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. Louder your voice. Can you hear me? Oh my God, what happened? Mic check. 1, 2, 3, mic check. Okay, it's good. Hello, Anne, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you? Can you? Hello, Anne. Can you hear me? My God, I cannot hear you. Hello, Anne. Can you hear me? Yes or no? Hello, Anne. Open your camera. I can't hear you. I can't really hear you. Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello, Anne. Hello. I'm sending you message. Can you hear me? Hello, Anne. Can you hear me? Okay, so it seems like you are not responding. So we will just end here and continue next time. Thank you so much for joining my class. I hope to see you on that's tomorrow. Please take note, tomorrow is we have scheduled at 6 p.m. instead of Friday. Do you understand? Okay, I hope that you understand. I'll be seeing you tomorrow 6 p.m. Bye, Anne.